Hey, spoken videos here, and today we got another Moab. Yeah, and that was the worst, like, pumped up thing that I've ever done in my entire life. Yeah. But anyways, we got a Moab, second one that I've gotten so far on Modern Warfare 3, and just like the first one, I camped like a tryhard, and we lost the game, but I got a Moab, and maybe eventually...
Whatever team you're playing on, it's like you are the one that holds up the team, because you know, every Moab game you've lost because you aren't playing the objective.
I gotta play the objective. I remember we have a friend at school who always, he's one of those like Battlefield guys who just refuses to play Call of Duty, which is fine. You can play whatever game, and we'll talk about that later because actually that's a good topic. But he always like, oh, well, your KDR doesn't matter if you don't play the objective, and I'm like, it's kind of like a different perspective. Like, it's obviously you want to play the objective, but you know it's more fun to actually get kills. Like that's the point of the game. And pretty much same as the first Moab. I was using the Type, which again is it's one of those guns where if you're accurate with it, it is just so good. It's like as steady as like the ACR from Modern Warfare 2, and I guess from Modern Warfare 3.
It's almost like the M16 of Modern Warfare 2 with stopping from power.
Yeah, the ACR I guess is pretty steady in Modern Warfare 3. But Modern Warfare 2, it didn't even move.
I know.
I remember I'd have red dot and you didn't even need to like, it would just stay steady the whole time you were shooting it. And yes, like some people have said like, oh, this is the most overpowered gun in the game, you shouldn't use it. And that is true, like I'm not going to disagree with you on that, but it takes skill to use it. Like you have to be accurate with it. You can't just like pick up, if you just started playing Call of Duty, you can't just expect to just pick up the best gun and just do good. Like it takes skill. Like you can't just say, oh, this is the most overpowered gun, so you shouldn't use it. Like they have the gun in the game, you're gonna use it. And host migration. I love saying that. Yeah. When Call of Duty, and that's another thing that I do respect Battlefield more than Call of Duty is they have dedicated servers. Yeah. Like it just seems like I hate lag and stuff like that, but nothing is worse than when you're like on a kill streak, like a 10-15 kill streak or whatever, and all of a sudden post migration,
and you see a guy in
you see a guy there, or you'll just be like one away from like your Halo or something, and you're just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, and then
there's always that chance that the game won't connect, and then you have to back out, and it's like,
and your whole game's ruined just like that because some guy who didn't go 50 and 2 like he's used to do. He just backed out. Yeah. And another thing that I think Battlefield's good with dedicated servers is it judges on like what internet connection you actually have. It's not like Modern Warfare 3. Like I'm not like being like, you know, discriminating against anyone, but that's why sometimes I find Americans kind of annoying at times, because if they have host, then us Canadians we're 3 bars and they're 4 bars, and I'm sure it's just as annoying. Like like Americans, I'm not like complaining at all about that. It's just I wish they had dedicated servers because then it wouldn't matter.
Like I'll be playing Battlefield 3, and in Battlefield 3 on the console version, you can actually search for servers. Oh, yeah. And all I do is I just search for West Coast, because then I know I'm going to get the best connection.
Why I wish, like, I wouldn't mind if they Call of Duty didn't have dedicated servers. I don't mind that, but they should put like group countries so that the internet's the same. Because if we're in a lobby and someone from like England, or for example, has the host, then it's going to take like you're going to be 2 or 3 bars, and like the shots won't even get registered whatsoever. But in comparison to Battlefield 3 and Call of Duty 3, or Call of Duty 3, what Call of Duty is it, like 12?
8 or 9. 8 or 9.
8 or 9? I think. Okay, Modern Warfare was 4, and then World at War. Modern Warfare 2.
6.
It's 8. Call of Duty 8, the grade 8. In comparison with Battlefield 3. Like, I'll admit, like, I prefer Call of Duty over Battlefield. That's just my opinion.
I'm in between. I like both.
And it's totally preference. I don't like people that say, like, oh, Battlefield's a better game. It's just simple as that. Or Call of Duty's a better game. It's like, you can't just say that. Like, people have preference. Like, if
opinions.
Call of Duty is that kind of game where it's more fast-paced and action-packed. Like the maps are a lot smaller. Like this map is like a big circle, and then it has like
something in the middle,
right in the middle, and that's it. And that's what pretty much all the maps are like.
Where Battlefield, it's big maps. You get to. It's more realistic. You drive vehicles. Even has gravity on the bullets, which actually really pisses me off sometimes.
But it's realistic.
It's realistic.
Focus on it. That honestly, no offense, that would tick me off. I've never played Battlefield, but I can picture like trying to snipe and you just have the crosshairs on him, and it also just hits the ground.
Yeah,
that would.
It's not that big. Like
it's not.
I was playing. I was playing
across the map
when I was playing Bad Company back in the day. It was way more than Battlefield. Battlefield 3 is better.
Back in the day, like 2 months ago or something. Not that much.
4.
People judge games really fast. Like, I'll admit, I haven't even really played Battlefield, but from what I've seen of it, it's not really my kind of game. Because I like action-packed games. I don't like having to be patient and like teamwork, and I can see a lot of people liking that.
I love teamwork, especially when I'm playing with my friends.
Yeah, on more like Call of Duty, I like teamwork because it's like cap flags, but I just don't like how it's not as action-packed as Call of Duty, which is fine. Like that's their game. A lot of people like Battlefield, and I can see it being like winning the best first-person shooter of the year or whatever. But I think best game of the year, Skyrim.
Yeah, we got it right there.
I think we've talked about it many times, but
Skyrim, I don't think we're ever going to stop talking about it.
Because basically, once we get an HD PVR, like we've said, pretty much every time you can just make fun of us every single time you watch one of our videos. Because Panic Night! I love that. I was like 5 or 6 away from my Moab at this point, and then I saw that guy, and I just like completely panicked so badly, and I was lucky that I actually lunged towards him because I didn't even aim at him. And do you know what perk it is? Because I think when I had the specialist perks, when I knifed him, it was fast. Like
I have no idea.
It was like
I think you know more about the game than I do. I haven't played it so long.
Yeah, I was literally walking up to him and I pushed the button, and he was like instantly like it was in him, and I was like, whoa, what the heck? But yeah, Skyrim, I think will win best game of the year just because they take so much, and I give so much respect. Like it's so annoying waiting for one of their games to come out because it's like, oh, 2 more years, and it's already been like 3 or 4 years because they take. I don't know when did Oblivion come out?
In 2008.
2008. So
2008.
So like 3-4 years per game. Where Call of Duty, it's like.
But I'm just making that up. I have no I think.
Something like that. But I remember playing like every Elder Scrolls, and I always will, because they just take so much time, and you just can't beat the game. Like I guess you can if you really played it, but it just takes so long to play the game, which I give them so much props for taking. Like that's why I don't think I could be like an editor or like a creator of a game. I would not have the patience to make. I would be like the Call of Duty and just like, here's the 3-hour campaign, new maps, here you go. But I like Call of Duty, so either way, it doesn't matter. And I think I'm like I think I'm like 2 away from my Moab.
Yeah, I think so.
And my buddy up there, Strobe Octane, you should check out his channel. We'll talk about that in a bit. He sacrificed his life. He basically said, here, kill this guy, and then I got it. And I got the Moab. 24 kills in a row, which, another thing, I did not know that was 24 kills. Like, it says 24 point streak. And I always thought it was 24 kills, and celebrate. Dude, come on, dude. 6-man multi.
We'll put a little song in that.
We should. That'd be awesome. But, yeah, check out his channel. He's one of my best friends. He's great. He's amazing at the game.
Octane Game
Videos. Put the link in the description. Check out his
right
channel.
Here, right now.
Right now. Just like random in the top right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
just because we're
boss like that. Yeah. He's amazing gameplay, good commentator. Check him out. You won't be disappointed. Game's almost over. Hopefully. That would be bad if you actually check out his channel. It turns out to be the most disappointing channel. But it's similar to ours, so I can't see this be disappointed. But we lost. We'll try to win. Well, I'll try to get a Moab with actually winning the game for next week or whatever game I decide to do. Anyways.
And we'll see you next week.
Peace.